Welcome to Advanced Geography class. Today we will discuss about human migration. So, what is human migration? The phenomena of movement of a person or a group of people to a new place by leaving their place of residence for a considerably long period of time is known as human migration. And this process results in the change of location of residence. So if migration is taken place, then the location changes. Generally, three types of impact takes place due to human migration: the place to which migration takes place, secondly, the place from where migration takes place, and thirdly, among the migrants themselves. It means migration can bring about significant changes in population composition. All these things we will discuss in details, okay? As a matter of fact, human migration is a very complex process and it takes place in different ways by different factors. So, now let us see the human migration in details, its types and how it takes place, what happens, etc. Okay? So, types of human migration. Human migration can be of different types based on distance, time, and reasons of migration. So, if we see on the basis of distance, human migration can be for short distance and for long distance. On the other hand, based on time, human migration can be of short term, long term, seasonal, or permanent or temporary. Again, according to reasons of migration, it can be economic migration, social migration, etc. When migration takes place within a country, it means inside a country, then it is called intranational or internal migration. And when migration takes from one country to another, then it is called international or external migration. In case of international migration, it may be mentioned that when the migrants from their country move to other countries, it is called immigration. And this process of migration with respect to the other countries for settlement is known as immigration. One is emigration and another is immigration. The internal migration can take place from one state to another state, or from one district to another district, or from one place to another place within the same district. And this type of migration can take place in four different directions. That is from village to town, from town to village, from town to town, and from village to village. Okay, so that means within the same country. So it is internal migration. Next we will see factors of human migration. What are the factors of human migration? The factors relating to human migration can be of different types with respect to different geographical location and situation. So, location wise, situation wise, human migration is also different in different places. The factors of human migration can be divided into two groups, that is push factors and pull factors. When the push factors operate in the source area of migration, then the people are compelled to leave that place. So, push factors means pushing the people from that place to another place, because in that place things are not running in a better way. We will get in details. Suppose lack of service, lack of education, lack of job, anything maybe. So that's why they are being pushed from that place to another place. They will go and settle in the place where the facilities are available. So when they will go to that place of destination which attract them due to the better facilities, then it is known as pull factors. So it will become the pull factors. So higher the gap between these two pull and push factors, so more will be the possibility of migration. An expert, an expert of migration, his name is Everett Lee. So he considered and even identified these push and pull factors respectively as negative as well as positive factors. So these factors are listed here through a table we will discuss here. So which will come under push factors and which are the things that will come under pull factors. Mainly, large scale human migration takes place from rural areas, that is village areas, to the urban areas due to the availability of health and education facilities, because health facilities or education facilities may not be good or better in the rural areas, that is in villages. So it will be better in where? In the urban areas. So people will be obviously moving to the urban places. All we, isn't it? We all will prefer a life which is much better than what we are living today at present. So in the same way, so human migration means we the human, right? So human migration specially seem to take place from rural areas to the urban areas due to the better facilities. So let us see the factors which comes under push factors and pull factors. If we say push factors will be lack of employment opportunity, unfavorable economic condition. Then secondly, low rate of wages, low standard of living. So if the wages will be less, salary will be less, then obviously people's standard of living will be low. Then third push factor, increased pressure of population and resources are limited. So population is more, resources are limited. So it is difficult for them to survive in a better way. Then fourth, political instability, lack of adequate safety and security of life and wealth. So political stability is lacking and people's security and safety of life is also a great question. It is lacking behind. So it is a push factor. Then next, unfavorable social environment and social inequality. So socially also they are facing problem. Then unfavorable physical condition, natural hazard. People are suffering from this is natural calamities like flood, drought, earthquakes, etc. So the whole environmental condition is not good, isn't it? So all these are push factors. One more, lack of transport communication system. Transport communication system is not good. So the human population living in those backward areas, they are facing this sort of problems. So definitely all these things, all these problems will come under push factors. So they will be pushed from that area to a developed area, and where they will go, that is that developed area will become the pull factors. That means ultimately that facilities are trying to pull the people to that place. So now let us discuss the pull factors. So under pull factors, everything will be good and well developed. So what are those developed factors? So availability of employment opportunities. People will get engaged in the different job services or any works for their survival. Then the economic condition will be obviously good, so they will have more demand for labor. Then industrial development will be there and the place will be urbanized, standard of living will be maintained. Then if they work, they will get high wages, high salary, and definitely they can maintain a very good and advanced standard life. Then in such places, density of population is also low, so accordingly they will get the better facilities of whether it is medical treatment or agricultural production, everything will be good. Then the political environment will also be good. Then they will have the security of life. Life will be secured, no danger from any sort of problems. Then socially also they have that freedom, intellectual thinking, and they can develop a good academic environment. Then the physical environment will be totally good. Soil fertility is there. The people, those who depend on agriculture also, they can produce good quality of production. Then above all, modern and advanced transport communication system is available. So all these are pull factors of migration which attract the migrants. Clear? So we are stopping here for today. In the next class, we will continue with international migration. Thank you.